All right, now welcome to another two card review. One is actually an interesting card, and there's actually a really good argument to be made for this card. The other one, not so much. I rarely see it ever used. It was used for like a hot minute, and then it kind of like was stopped. But I'm excited to talk about these cards because I'm gonna be honest, I hadn't even thought about these cards until today, which is cool. Which is actually part of the reason why we do this whole like two card series thing because even though I own all the stuff, there's a lot of times I just kind of forget about the existence of certain cards, and I look back and I go, I could see how it could work in like XYZ situation, right? So it's really fun to do. So before we do me a huge favor, make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, all that fun stuff. Leave comments down below about your opinion. I would really appreciate it. Let's go check out some cards. So both these cards come from the Wasp deck still. I think these are the last two actually. But the first one is Perseverance. It's a one cost event, protection event. It's a tactic card. Hero response after you change form, give your hero a tough status card. Now, this came with Wasp. Obviously, Ant-Man was before. And when you change from big hero to little hero or little hero to big hero, you're changing form, right? So a lot of people would use this card in that situation, but they were also trying to shoehorn this card into other situations where you would go from alter ego to hero form, right? For Perseverance. And the problem is, I just don't see it working that way, right? I know people can probably figure it out and make it work, but it just doesn't seem that efficient. It seems a lot of luck based, and being lucky isn't always the best strategy in Marvel Champions, though I do rely on it sometimes. So unless you're a change forming hero, this card doesn't always make 100% sense. But as we have received more and more form change heroes, such as Spectrum, as Vision, as Shadowcat, right? All these different heroes, Angel now. As we receive more and more heroes that can change form, this card does make a little sense, right? I'm okay with a one cost event that lets me put a tough status on. Putting tough statuses on is still really good. Now, obviously, if the villain has piercing, not so good, right? But as a one cost event, and all I have to do is change form to get this on, yeah, okay. I see a use for it. Do I use it all the time? No, not really. Do I use it sometimes? Yeah, I would use it sometimes. It's definitely not a terrible card. But in my opinion, you have to use it with a hero where it's that kind of changing form, Shadow Cat, Vision type thing going on that you can just do when you want to do. That's kind of the big thing with this card. So it definitely still has a place in my opinion. It's not used all the time, but there are moments where it makes sense. This card, not so much. All right, so Athletic Conditioning is a basic card, one cost event, hero action. Discard one stun or confuse status from your hero. The problem is it's effective resource cost of 2, right? So if you have a hand size of 5, right, you have to use this card and pay a resource of 1. So if you use 2 potential resource, or you use 1 resource and a potential resource, make an effective cost of 2. So you're only generally left then with 3 cards left over to just remove your stun or confuse. And unless you're swinging for a lot, like exhausting, or thwarting for a lot, exhausting, it's probably not worth it. It just makes more sense to exhaust yourself, right? To exhaust and clear your stun or confuse. Or especially nowadays, if you can put like steady or stalwart on, it makes even more sense, right? This card, I feel like a few people wanted to make sense and wanted to work it in, but it never really clicked or really did anything. But maybe you figured out, right? Maybe you figured out a way to make this work, to make it interesting, make it cool, make it useful in some way. Let me know in the comments. I'm always interested. But I think I played this card literally one time with Wasp, and I went, that's okay. I'm not doing this again. Really quick friendly reminder, there's a bunch of links down below. There's a bunch of links down below. Make sure you go check them out, especially the affiliate links if you shop on Amazon or if you're looking for coffee or anything like that. Make sure you check them out. All that stuff really helps and supports the channel. It usually doesn't cost you anything extra. Sometimes you get discounts. So make sure to check that out. I really appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts about these cards and all that fun stuff, and I will see you all next time.